Okay. Whoa! Oh! Oh no! Oh! I plead the fifth.
Hi everyone, welcome to The Grind. Today's topic we're going to be talking about don't be a fool.
Fool of a took. Throw yourself in next time and rid us of your stupidity.
And we were thinking that it might be fun to start this particular episode with an icebreaker. So Dom, take it away.
Ooh, icebreaker.
Which do you prefer? Eat a cupcake normally or in the sandwich style?
You take the top
Oh,
and you pull it apart and then you flip it.
You
and
make
then
it
you
so
have
it's
a
like-
sandwich and you don't get frosting up your nose.
I mean, it is
Uh-huh.
pretty,
Ooh, that's pretty
smart, but I enjoy eating the icing alone sometimes with a little bit of the cake. So I'm going to go with the original way. Though I have to say the other way is pretty, I guess, innovative.
Well, right now I'll say I'll do the sandwich because I've never done it. I just want to see how.
I've also never seen that before, but I think that may have just changed my life. Yeah.
Okay, let's go for second.
Next one.
Yep.
Deboning the chicken wing,
Uh-huh.
eat it as it is.
Eat the chicken with the bones in it.
Same for me.
It's just too much effort to try to debone it, and you know.
And I have a technique. You like, if it's wings, you twist it and then.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah.
Do the bone.
Yeah, I mean that.
Oh, I should eat it as it is.
Cut it in half, like where the joint is,
you monster!
and then just eat one at a time, so it's like a lot
Y'all
of.
too fancy. Just eat it as it is, man.
Next one. Queue 2 hours for free food or nah?
That has an answer. Okay, I want to hear this. What is your answer?
I mean, I've done it before, so I don't know whether it was a wise use of my time, but you know, it was good food.
Was it worth it?
What? Did I queue for 2 hours? It was basically a drink, some cold cuts, and a plate of pasta. Was I still hungry after that? Yes. Did I regret waiting? Just a little bit, but it's okay. It's free food.
I'm gonna put it out there. It's dumb. Just buy the food.
Yeah, I'll just buy the food.
It's a satisfaction it's like getting something for free. But you know what? Next.
Okay. What do you prefer? A sparkling drink gone flat or a lukewarm coffee?
Ooh. That is
Lukewarm,
hard.
lukewarm coffee.
Lukewarm coffee.
Sparkling drink gone flat. It's
Oh, that's
just-
minging. That's not nice.
I think if I got no choice, I'll go for the coffee. At least I got caffeine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, next. Watch a sequel from a dying franchise, like Star Wars, Jurassic World, or Fast and Furious, or a failed reboot, like Fantastic Four, Charlie's Angels, or Mulan.
Oh.
Ooh.
I enjoy neither of those things.
I'm gonna go with it.
I don't like you very much right now. This is a tough question.
Hello. I don't like you either.
I think dying franchise just because Fast and Furious they're just getting dumber and dumber and dumber, and it's been amazing.
Yeah, same for me. As long as your expectation is very low, I'll go
Yeah.
for that.
Don't reboot the classics.
Yeah.
Mulan, cartoon form, the best. Don't even try.
Yeah.
I'll just say this. I will never forgive them for naming that movie Fast X. When Fast 10 Your Seatbelts was right there.
Fast years.
It would have been so good.
No, I'd rather watch a sequel.
Catch COVID already or try to remain COVID free?
Ooh.
Catch COVID already.
I mean, we're there.
Yeah, I mean, I've really
Speak for yourselves.
been there, not yet done that, so.
Yeah.
Not for lack of trying, I might add, which sounds dumb, but yeah.
But I should say, based on experience, having everyone all together is better than one by one in the house. I mean, in the household, not
It's
us
just-
together.
It's just so inconvenient.
Yeah.
Okay, so yep, that's a fun game. There are definitely some dumb things and some smart things.
For
but
sure.
You know what? We'll see. So, do you guys have any favorite clips that you've seen online that shows how dumb people are, or just how dumb things are?
Oh, too many.
Yeah, way too many.
Yeah.
Way too many.
Yeah. But right now, the only thing I've been thinking about is it's more of like the video itself, but not the action.
Yeah.
Just the kid where he was eating ice cream and then it fell, and then she screamed like "Ah!" like that.
Sounds like the Iron Man thing.
Yes, that one.
Ice cream, Miss Rico.
That one was pretty dumb, but I kept watching. It was so funny.
Have you seen the clip of this German guy? Like, it's freezing cold outside, and he is going to jump, like, he's going to bomb into a swimming pool. But what he doesn't know
It was solid.
is the pool is frozen over. So he's like, he yells something in German. I think he's like trying to like promote his own, his band or something. He goes up and then just lands on solid ice. And it's just, incredible.
Sometimes dumb clips are just so funny.
Yep.
You guys have seen the dumb, like, I know this is really bad, but the Christian versions of of the musicals where they take like popular music.
Never mind, I'll find someone like you.
It is finished.
I feel fine. I get knocked down, but I get up again. Never gonna keep me down.
And then they do like an Iron Man play, or a Hamilton, or Pirates of the Caribbean, or it's you can get knocked down, but you get up again.
Yeah, I've seen
It's
those.
so dumb.
I wish I hadn't seen
It's
this.
so dumb. It's so funny. Or the Christian version of the Eye of the Tiger. Who would have thought the Eye of the Tiger could be Christianized?
BC, I was aimlessly walking. Then one day I heard the voice of God talking. Rise up, child, to the enemy mocking. Prayer is your weapon. Pray without stopping.
Eye of the tiger is the thrill of the fight.
It's so dumb. But okay, that's things I've seen online, but what's the dumbest thing you've done? I'm very curious to know.
I might have repressed these memories actually.
Oh,
I didn't.
I'm sure there's.
Okay, to be fair, I was pretty young. I was still young at that time.
Yeah.
And then, in Welcome, they had these like sliding areas where they put the boxes so that if it's like a long set of stairs, they just have to slide
Yeah.
the box. I slid on those. Like just for the fun of it.
What was the result?
Fear. So I was like just sliding all the way down, and then the guy who was doing the stocks and stuff just got shocked because there was a kid going down on that slide. So yeah.
So one of the dumbest things that I have done, and I'm not proud of it, we were in the airport and we're playing a game called Saboteur. If you're on like the good guys team, you want to make it to the way to get the gold, and then if you're a dwarf, you want to sabotage the thing. And so basically one of the ways to sabotage is obviously like destroy the routes, or and you're supposed to keep your rows quiet. So again, remember that we're in the airport in Malaysia, and we were waiting for a connecting flight. And so we're playing a game, and I'm with the saboteurs, and we've already established who's already the bad guys and the good guys. And so when the good guys trying to like map out their way to get to the gold, I'm like, don't worry about it, let them do it, because I got a bomb. So I was
Not you, sweetie.
Oh, right.
You know how I get competitive when playing games? I was yelling I had a bomb in the airport.
Oh, that is dumb.
It's very dumb. Obviously, nothing happened because I'm a very innocent looking person, but I realized after yelling I've got a bomb, how dumb.
At an airport.
At an airport. How dangerous that could be. So yeah, I would say definitely one of the top 5 dumbest things I've done in my life. Yelling, I have a bomb. Don't do it, kids.
In an airport.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
I just thought of something. Again, I was young, but I was just climbing a brick wall where I shouldn't have climbed. And then I ended up face planting into tarmac. It was out at a car park. And then I was like 10 or something. And I had to fly, I had to go on a long haul flight the next day. So I was like on the plane just like, my face.
There's something on your face.
It was pain!
Yeah, that's pretty dumb.
Yeah, I mean, we do dumb things as kids. So, Ecclesiastes 10:1 says, a little folly outweighs wisdom and honor. And actually, have you guys seen someone's reputation ruined in a moment of foolishness?
I will say 2 words. Will Smith.
Oh,
yeah, that's true.
We all saw that one.
Yeah,
Not the most recent, but yeah.
definitely. That's unfortunate that just, I will say 1 word. Yay. Like Kanye. Definitely.
Yeah, outing yourself as an anti-Semite, yes, is pretty stupid.
Yeah, I mean, dude's a genius, a creative genius, and has established quite a bit of his life, and then just takes to Twitter and just says the dumbest things. And, can't take him seriously now.
I'll just say 1 word. Twitter. Elon Musk.
That's 3, but sure, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, no, I'm just going to say Twitter. Sorry. Yeah, that one, I think.
Unfortunate. But, yep, fools are everywhere. Whether we like it or not, we can be surrounded by them. And maybe we know people who are fools. Again, please don't look at me. And unfortunately, they,
I got guilty. I was just staring at you. Please don't look at me. I'm like...
So unfortunately, we're fools in leadership positions, and it's happened throughout history, and many have suffered. So we've talked about fool in the street, fool in high places. That's one of the points the pastor brought up.
Yep.
So why did Solomon counsel against disrespecting our leaders, even in private?
In Ecclesiastes 10:20, it says, even in your thoughts do not curse the king, nor in your bedroom curse the rich, for a bird of the air will carry your voice, or some winged creature tell the matter. So basically, I think they're saying it's going to get out one way or another.
Yeah. Just have like a bird. Caw-caw!
Yeah.
Did you hear what Pet said?
Yeah.
She said you sucked. Yeah, so. I mean, obviously, that's never going to happen.
I mean, unless you have a parrot or something.
Ooh. Yeah, if a parrot just records everything that you said or done,
so,
that's it. GG.
Yeah, one way or another, like, your words may come back to bite you.
Yeah.
So, best to just keep counsel. Yeah.
I think it's also best for yourself, right? Like how you're saying it is like, even though you didn't, and then the worst thing is when they hear it from other people.
Yeah.
I think also in the essence of like, if you have something to tell about your leader, just tell them directly as well. But of course, with the addition, with respect. Like you don't say like, oh, you did something dumb like that. No, you're gonna tell them like, okay, so there is an issue that we have right now.
Yeah.
What can we do? You're supposed to help them deal with it.
Yeah.
If it was something that can compromise the whole thing, just speak to them directly.
Because we want to still honor them, and I think the practical things are how do we do to honor them practically. I think it's the way we obviously speak of them. Yes, behind closed doors, you think it'll never get out, but you never know. Like, because I mean, definitely different things are said, and I'm guilty of this, said stuff behind people's back, and then later you see this person, they heard it, and sometimes it just can't be helped, but things leak out. And as much as it's easy to bash on the leader and what they should or should not do. I think it's, again, if you don't want to say it in public, don't say it in private.
Yeah.
Just be smart with what you say. Yeah. I mean, have you seen your words affect people both in a positive way and a negative way? Like, I think there are times, I've learned to speak with tact. That's something that has been an ongoing journey for me. And there have been times where I spoke something and got in trouble for my tone.
Yeah,
sure.
And then there's times where I spoke something and I didn't realize this, but later on the person would tell me like it really brought them life and it was something that they needed to hear at the moment. So yeah, in a way, definitely seen my words, encourage and also discourage people.
Yeah. I think this one I've always tried to apply, especially in my marriage with Rach.
Yeah.
Just because like we always say these things that when you've released words and if you're not careful, it can damage things.
Yeah.
It can damage
For sure.
relationships.
Yep.
So this is one thing that Rachel and I have been very careful. I mean, like, of course, there are times when in the heat of the moment, if you're not careful, you would say something. But at the end of the day, I would apologize to Rachel. I was like, that's not what I meant.
Yeah.
I'm really sorry. And even though sometimes you say things, if you're not careful, it also can misrepresent things, be misinterpreted. So yeah, so those were the situations where I kind of like, oh, I have to be careful with my words.
Yeah.
And at times I would try to also be an encourager for her as well. Just because she's, what is the love language?
Words of encouragement.
Words of encouragement. So yeah.
Words of affirmation.
Yeah, word of affirmation.
No, I think where I've seen like words of like affirmation, encouragement go a really long way is like with my niece and nephew. Because when you tell them like they've done a good job or they've been really good today, then like you can see them light up and like they're really happy.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like the flip side is if they've done something wrong and you really lay it into them, like you can also see that on their face too.
They get discouraged.
Yeah. And they're really upset.
So it's just a fine balance of like when do we say the right thing and because sometimes when you lay it on them, it may not be negative. It might be needed because it's critical.
Yeah.
Constructive criticism.
Yeah, but they may not look at it that way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They think it literally.
Yeah.
So I suppose it's important to think about what you say because again, the power of your words. Because you could really speak life or death over people. And I mean, I think I've definitely shared this before when my teacher told me that my sewing was the worst piece of sewing that she's ever seen. And at a tender age of year 8, which is 12, you basically believe that you cannot sew and you're basically useless at that, and that definitely left a negative impact on me. So I think sometimes we don't realize it, that the words that we say can actually either call out the goal or basically destroy someone's self-confidence. So definitely very important thing what you say. And recently that was, I don't know, you guys watched Glass Onion, right? Yep. Well, anyways, it's a great movie. And one of the things there's one of the characters, she's like, oh, I'm a truth teller. And then her critic's like, well, it's a dangerous thing to mistake speaking without thought for speaking the truth. And sometimes, we fall in that category, like, I'm telling the truth, just say things as it is. But then again, you really need to think what you say, because even though, yes, it's the right thing to say, but if you're not saying it in love, and it's quite foolish. Yeah. So finally, how can you avoid foolishness and be a wise person?
I think like what you just said, you need to think about the words that you say and not just react.
Yeah.
So respond instead of reacting. Give your words some thought before they come out of your mouth. Because it may not, like it might make sense to you, but it may not be what the person needs to hear. Yeah.
Totally agree with you, bro. I mean, I don't have much to say about that one. It's also like, I think if you're not really careful, if you're not sure of what you're gonna say, it's better to just keep quiet. Just to
process maybe and then think about it. Yeah. And I think it helps when you're surrounded by people who are wise too.
And also even just make the judgment as to whether you're the right person to say something.
Exactly.
Because saying nothing is probably better.
And sometimes if, for example, we have to be honest, there are times when we did mention things that are not the best thing. And I think during this process, it's wise for you to kind of think of that process. Why did you end up in that situation where you probably discouraged that person? And just process, of course, apologize to the person, and at the same time, try to think through again to make it better in the future.
All right, so that's a good conversation, and definitely there's power in our words. And so let's make the most of our life and speak words of love. And pursue wisdom in all that we do.
Amen.
All right, thanks for joining us, and we'll catch you next time. Bye.
Bye.